Okay, I just spent 20 minutes talking into a camera that wasn't even turned on. Yeah, I did almost my whole video segment on a dead camera, and I'm a little torqued about that. Just saying. So I've kind of lost my passion for at least this part that I've already talked about. So I'm just going to show you, we'll get through it, and then we'll get on to the stuff I haven't talked about because I'll be more excited about that. Okay. You need to go to Tuesday morning. Did I say that already? I think I did. But seriously, you need to go because that's where this came from. Now, I did some serious shopping at Tuesday morning, and this is really unusual for me. I normally don't shop like this because I'm really big into recycling and using what you have. But they had a lot of stuff that I could use. And, you know, if you went to a scrapbook store, this is a good at least $500 worth of just scrapbook paper right here. If you had bought it at a scrapbook store or even discounted online, it's more. I spent on all of this, now I spent some money for me. I spent $123, which, you know, that's a lot. I don't normally drop that kind of money on craft supplies. But $123 for, I have hundreds of sheets of scrapbook paper in here. Good paper, not the cheesy kind, good paper. Plus all of this other stuff. I mean, it's a heck of a deal for $123. So you really should, if you have a local Tuesday morning, go check them out because they got stuff that you need. I'm saying. Okay, let me get this out of the way. I got this roll of wrapping paper for $1.99 because it's pretty. And I can use it on backgrounds or whatever. And even these flowers, I mean, they'd be cute just cut out and stuck on stuff, right? Got that. I got another stencil template, the Shannon Green version of Crafters, whatever it is, workshop. And I already did the little spray demo that you didn't get to see because the camera was off. But maybe you can see it makes little polka dots. Yeah? So there you go. There's another stencil. And I'm always on the lookout for things like this that I can use for other purposes. And this was $1.99 for two. So it's one for you, one for your friend. Heck of a deal. Don't want to do that one yet. This is some little chipboard keys with kind of a, you know, a shabby chic, pastel-y, girly look, which I do like sometimes. And where's that thing? Oh, they're under here. Okay. This tissue paper, I like the pattern, I like the colors, it's kind of unusual. I'm all about unusual. And alphabets, I pick them up anytime I find a good deal. These were 79 cents, and they're that kind of pastel thing too. Tuesday morning had quite a bit of Tim Holtz stuff, so you know, if you're into the Tim Holtz stuff, they got things. This was $2.99 for 9 tassels. They're little chain tassel-y things, which I think would be cute hanging off of a something. You know, put a bead there and jump ring. That'd be cute. I got those. I got napkins. Tuesday morning is the place to go for printed paper napkins. They're usually under $2 per package. They have tons, and they've got really cute patterns and colors. I had a whole lot more in my cart, and then I had to go put some back because after I went to the scrapbook aisle, I didn't feel right about buying all those paper napkins. So I whittled it down to these 4 that I thought I couldn't live without. This one I picked up because it's got really bright colors, so that'll be good if I just need a little punch of color on something. I use these a lot in journals for backgrounds, just, you know, decoupage and collage and all that, all those other ages. This is good for aging. Oh my word. Okay, this looked like watercolors to me, so I thought that was really pretty. This one I love, 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 love. This is, this is just an unusual pattern and color for paper napkins. And it's got kind of like a vintage circus look to it, almost steampunky. So that was real unusual, and I love that. And these, the same way, okay, playing cards, you see those 1,000 times printed on different things, on napkins, on whatever. This is some of the best playing cards I've ever seen. It's got a kind of a grungy, artsy look to it. I love that. I have no clue what I'm going to do with them, but it'll be fabulous, whatever it is, I'm sure. I got, for $2.49, this little address book from a company called Studio 18. $2.50. It's cute. I mean, I don't even have to do anything to the cover except, you know, put a little something over that, and I've got instant smash book. It's got rings in it, and even these dividers are cute. Look at the pattern. I just love it. You know, for $2.50, you get something that, you know, you really have to do very little to it to make something else out of it. I could even turn these dividers over and just use the back. So this I thought was a heck of a deal. I love this. And really good price. This is also that same company, that Studio 18, and it was also $2.50. And again, and I can't remember what I said in the last video as well as what I said in the last video that didn't film. I can't remember if I talked about my, I'm on a smash book making quest right now. I want to make a bunch of smash books. So I'm really looking for supplies for that. I need lots of paper and notepads for journal card deals. So this was really cute. It has the little daily deal, the to-do list. It's got an address book here that I don't know that I'll get any use out of, but heck, I might. Never know. There's that one. Now this one's a different brand, and I paid for this one. It's Tri-Coastal Designs, and it was $6.99. But it's got a really cute design on it. Plus, I like the way it opens. And it has post-it notes. Just lots of different sizes of post-it pads with little, you know, cheesy sayings on them. And then it's got the little daily planner sheet deal. But then it's got this little envelope. You open it up, and it's got, I don't know if you can see. So, oh, look. Oh, it's cardboard. It's got a little divider inside. So it's got two pockets. So, you know, I can just pull this off and use it in something else. And this just has all kinds of parts and pieces that I can use. So to me, it was worth the big $6.99 I paid for it. This. Okay, this is some of that Tim Holtz stuff. It was $3.99. It's a 2-pack of embossing folders. Texture Fades embossing folders. And this is the checkerboard and cracked set. You can see that. And these are made to be used with like a die cutting embossing machine like your Sizzix. I don't have a Sizzix. So why did I buy these? Well, heck, they were $3.99. Why wouldn't I? Now there's more to it than that. Well, let me show you. Here's what they look like. I rubbed my nose on camera, didn't I? Ugh, sorry about that. Okay, get past it, Shannon. Here's what they look like. You stick your piece of cardboard in there, or your cardstock. You run it through your Sizzix, and it comes out all embossed, and it will look like this. I put some ink on it so it would show up. This one looks like this. One side is embossed, one side is debossed. I don't know which is which. I just know the words. Here's the other one. Same deal. Kind of neat, huh? So, how did I do this without a Sizzix machine? I'll show you. Here's what I used. And it worked. I don't recommend that you do this unless you already have one. I used a pasta machine. And, you know, like I said, if you're going to buy these dies and you're going to use them, you need to use the right tool for the job. You know, you need to use a Sizzix machine. This is not something that I'm going to do regularly or often. I don't feel the need to have a Sizzix right now. Maybe later I will. But See, now that I've itched my nose on camera and I feel awkward about it, it's itching like crazy. Like it's all I can do to keep from sticking my finger up my left nostril at this very moment. That's how bad it itches. I need a tissue. I'm so sorry. Can you hear the dog barking in the background? It's been barking for at least half an hour. It's my neighbor's dog. I swear to you, if he doesn't stop, he is going to get a Benadryl begging strip through the fence, because I've had enough of it, really. Oh, bless its heart. Pasta machine. I had it because I used to use it for polymer clay. When I was doing a lot of polymer clay, it's good for conditioning the clay and rolling it out. Well, why not stick this in here? Put the cardstock in, put it in, stuck it in, rolled it out. It worked. And I can't really show it. I'll do another demo video and show you how to do that. But I can't show it here because it needs to be clamped down to a table in order to work right. And I can't clamp it to this table because it's made funny. But anyway, for a make-do, you know, use what you have deal, perfect. But like I said, if this is something you want to do regularly, you need to pick up the right tool for the job. But this is a good make-do alternative. I'm all about making do. Okay, I got, this makes me happy. I got these little, they were $3.99, and it's a package of little, company's called GCD Studios. They have a lot of that. I don't know what that is, but they have a lot of it. And cute stuff. And they're just little brads. You can see them. And they're actually what I used on my Dollar Tree flowers for the centers. I just used these little brads. So, those are cute. I can't believe I bought stamps. I have a lot of rubber stamps because I used to do this quite avidly years ago. And I swore I'd never buy another one because I had everything I needed. Well, apparently not. I picked up from Stampology, there's 4 journaling stamps. That was $1.99. From TPC Studio, $1.99 for I don't know how many of these fleur-de-lis. Those just make good little accents. And 2 sheets. This one was $2.99 from Autumn Leaves, and this was $1.99 from Stampology. And they're just little flourishes. You can see. So, you know, just generic, use with everything stamps. And then they had this, they only had one, $1.99 for a Stampology acrylic block. So I grabbed it just because, I mean, it'll fit a whole bunch of the little stamps. So got that. This was just a little $1.49 pack. The dog stopped barking. That's hilarious. All I had to do was say my threat out loud, and I bet, you know, my negative vibe just carried over to his house, and he knew he best knock it off. Okay, these are some tags, and they're really cute. Excuse me. They're little. I like the colors, the patterns. They've got kind of a retro thing going on. Golly gee. So those are fun. Oh, I'm so sorry. I should have muted it, but I'm expecting the cable guy, and I didn't want to miss the call if he happened to call and, you know, needed something. So, there we go. Okay, tags. And, oh, I got some more of these. For $2.99, there's some of the Tim Holtz grunge board thingies. And I bought some a while back from Michael's or somewhere that I haven't even used yet. So I thought I would add these to my stack of grunge board things that I haven't used yet. But these are the alphabets. It's got a lot, actually. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 pages of alphabet, 4 sheets of alphabets, a sheet of numbers, and then 2 sheets of design thingies. So, as soon as I figure out what to do, my little memory card filled up, so I had to stop and download all the stuff. But let's just keep going, okay? More stuff from Tuesday morning. They had a bunch of these Funhouse line. Hey, is this a collection? Is this one of those collections that I always hear about? I bet it is. It's from GCD Studios, that company. It's called Funhouse, and it's this kind of circus theme stuff. And these are just little embellishment thingies that I got to use for, you know, embellishing. Just chipboard alphabet. I really like the colors. I like the style, and you know, they'll all work together, so I picked those up. I also found this package, collage sheets. I just got through cleaning out my big binder full of collage sheets that I haven't used, and then, you know, I bought more. Go figure. I couldn't help it though. These are really nice. This is from Prima, I think, and I mean the packaging is just as fabulous as what's inside. But you get 6 collage sheets, and it was not cheap. $4.99 for 6 sheets. They're really, really good sheets. They are, there we go. The paper that they're printed on is some kind of a, I don't know, like a really high, it must have a high cotton content or something, because it almost feels like a fabric or a canvas even. So I love the paper that they're printed on, and they're just, I mean, they're beautiful. So, got those, love those. This I picked up, this actually got on the clearance rack. I think maybe it's the only thing that I got on the clearance rack. They had tons of stuff, just not a lot that appealed to me. They had a lot of like die cut shapes and stickers, and I just don't use a whole lot of that type of thing. But if you do, then you know, you'll probably clean up on their little clearance rack. But this is a calendar for 2012. I don't need a 2012 calendar, especially now that it's half over. It was $2.99, and you get the bonus cardboard. I always get excited about the bonus cardboard. But I bought it because the pages are awesome. They're very like art journal-y looking, and they have little, you know, sayings on them. But I could use these pages for a number of things. I could just cut out one word and use it, or even just use the whole stinking page, because they are all cute as can be. So yeah, $2.99. This was worth it. I will figure out something to do with this. And if you're looking for something similar to this, the artist's name is Deborah Mori. M-O-R-I is her name. So you could probably Google her and find more products to buy if you like her stuff, and I do. It's really cute. So I got that. Okay, I think we're down to all the scrapbooking. The little scrapbooking section there at Tuesday morning. I bought this little thing, which was $1.99, and it's got a very flowery, romantic theme. You know, I'm thinking maybe Valentine's Day or something. It's got these little dimensional die cut things, which I don't know, I might use. They're alright. It has a sheet of vellum alphabet stickers, which I will use. It has this sheet of words made out of vines and flowers that I will never ever use, because they're ridiculous looking. I think this just doesn't appeal to me at all. I may pass this along to somebody else and let them try to figure out what to do with it, because it's just, I don't know, I don't like it. The papers are really cute. Okay, I don't really know how I'm going to do this. Let me just show you a few of them, because they're all, you know, they've got that kind of floral romantic thing going on, but they're cute. They're nice papers. I mean, they're not bad at all. It's stuff that I would actually use. So, kinda awesome. And did I mention this was $1.99 for the whole thing? That is some kind of awesome right there. So, there's that. And this, they have a lot of these packages of paper. There's 25 of the same sheet, and they varied in price depending on the brand and the pattern. This is 25 sheets and it's got like vintage luggage tags. It was $2.99 for 25 sheets of that, which is awesome. This is a really good pattern. And this is made by K and Company. I always call her KC because it's the logo. When you look at the K and Company logo, all I see is KC, which makes me think KC and the Sunshine Band. So that's what I always call it in my head. I don't really need to talk to her about her logo. It's visually confusing. But K and Company. $2.99 for that sheet or package. And then this was 99 cents for 12 sheets from TPC Studio, and it's got that design on it. And I thought it was, $2.99 for 99 cents for 12 sheets. Crap. Okay, that's my phone. I'll be right back. Okay, sorry about that. I was talking about this paper pack, 12 sheets for 99 cents, which I thought was a really good deal. But I got them home, and it has a little chipboard on the back, so I didn't realize that they're actually kind of a lightweight cardstock, but they're also printed on the back. It's a two-sided deal. So, that made 99 cents even better. So those are really cute. I got this pack for $2.99, and there's 25 sheets in here. And it's just a cute little kind of neutral collage-y background thing, which I can see using for a lot of different things. And this is another K and Company. And this is just plain white cardstock. It was $1.99. Pardon me, $1.99 for 25 sheets. And it's just a good smooth cardstock, which was actually on my list of things that I needed to pick up anyway. So that worked out really well. Go with the nose thing again. Okay. This scrapbooking kit was $6.99. And here's how stupid I am. When I bought it, I didn't really realize that it came with an album. I mean, it clearly says that it comes with it. It shows a picture of the album on the back. But, I'm halfway paying attention, looking at it going, oh yeah, I like that, I'll take it. $6.99, yeah, good price. And what's even better, now that I know it comes with an album, I won't really use the album, I don't really need it. But I will pass it along to somebody else, so, it's all good. This has kind of I guess it's a tropical summer vacation theme going on. Here's the little album. It comes with its sheet protectors. And then it comes with all of this cardstock or paper. Let's see. 18 sheets of paper, 140 stickers, 60 die cuts, and 6 chipboard accents for $6.99. And these are good papers. Okay, I will use these. These are good, happy, fun patterns, nice colors. I love that green one. So this is a good deal. And it has these little sticker deals. It has an alphabet and then a punch-out die-cut alphabet thing. And then the little chipboard flowers. So, very nice. And then I got, as if I'm buying one and not realizing what I'm buying wasn't bad enough, I bought 2. It was another $6.99. And it has its own little album. Cute flowers and stuff. And it's got, I don't remember exactly. This feels like more, I bet this is about 25 sheets of paper. And really cute paper. Bright colors, but with kind of a grungy, you know, texture, pattern, whatever. So I really, really like these. And then it too came with a sheet of alphabet punch outs and a sheet of frames and some alphabet stickers and some word stickers. These are not something I'll probably ever use. I may pass those along to somebody. And then some little die cut taggy things. Punch out those. Kind of nice, huh? Okay, oh, this is more paper. This is 12 sheets. This is probably the most expensive paper that I bought. It was $3.99. So $4 for 12 sheets, which is, you know, that was more than I paid for the others. It is from that GCD Studios, but this is nice paper. This is a heavier cardstock, double-sided. And I don't know if you can tell, but on this one, the little stars in the middle of these tickets are glossy. They're like embossed. And then on the back, the floral pattern has just a very light, glittery shimmer. You know, it isn't that, I hate glitter cardstock, and it's not like that. It's just almost like it was dusted with one of those shimmery powder things. So, really cute. And this one, I'd actually almost bought this one at a discount scrapbook place online the other day. 25 sheets for $2.99, and it's birds, and this is from K and Company. So I got that one. Those are really cute because, you know, you can cut out a single bird on its own or just use the whole sheet. I like that. I like the cuts. This was, okay, this is going to be weird for me to buy because it's not something I would normally buy. It was $1.99. There are 25 sheets, and they're sticker sheets. Let me show you. And I know, I just said a minute ago, I don't really do stickers, but these are different. I like these. They're heavy, like a cardstock sticker. But you know, some of them are like journal cards. I can use that. And borders. I like borders. So, you know, I can use these kinds of stickers. These are cute. But, I mean, seriously, $1.99 for 25 sheets. That's a good deal. And then this one is also $1.99 for 25 sheets. And it's called Mediterranean Tile, and it's by TPC Studios, and it's, I didn't look at it. I thought it was single-sided, but it's not. It's double-sided as well. So it's an even better bargain. And I like the colors and the pattern on that, so pretty cool, huh? And the last thing, finally, that I got, Tuesday morning still, they have this little package of watercolors. They're metallics. I just bought a brand new set of watercolors the other day. But these are tube paints in some metallic colors. So I thought I would give those a whirl. $1.99. Good deal there. And then last, these are actually fabric paints by Tulip. They're called taggers. Yeah, taggers. You get a tagger effect. Fashion graffiti, 79 cents. Okay, but it's paint. You know, it work on fabric, it work on paper. I gave it a whirl last night. I just kind of randomly put some down, and I mean, they work great. They dry really glossy. I think, you know, on fabric you're supposed to set it with heat in your dryer or whatever, but on paper, let it dry, works fine. Glossy, it's raised. They are dimensional, and it's got a I like the colors. They have good colors available. And it's funny because it's like a lip gloss. When I opened it up, I was like, oh, lip gloss. See, it's got that little hole in there that you use it for. And I bet this was probably just a really good product that suffered from bad marketing, is all Taggart paint. Seriously, like, who buys fabric paint? It's soccer moms who are making t-shirts for the fundraiser, and they're going to buy these paints so they can make it look like a graffiti artist. Don't think so. Ridiculous. So, probably a good product, bad marketing. They should call me. But I've had fun playing with them, and I may go back and get some more because these were kind of cool. And 79 cents. Can't beat that. So that is, this is good. I'm good. I'm set for shopping for months. Except, like, I won't buy anything else for several months. Except on Saturday when I have to go to Jerry's Artorama because there's some things that I need and they're having a Labor Day sale. But other than that, then I won't buy things for several months. There's one more thing that I want to show you, kind of a cool thing. So I'll be right back. I wanted to show this real quick because it was just kind of fascinating to me how this worked out. I bought all this stuff at 3 different stores and picked it out based on I liked it and the price was good, but I didn't really have a specific plan for anything. You know, my thought process was, oh, well, I could use that for that, that for that, and I didn't really pay much attention to what went with what. You know, my goal wasn't to buy all matchy-matchy stuff. But I think sometimes your subconscious kind of knows more than your conscious mind does. And I think that's definitely the case for me most of the time. Because I ended up with a lot of things that really went well together, totally by accident. Like, okay, there's this whole kind of romance collection, this really soft pastel-y, you know, the book, and then look at these little thingies, and you know, it all just goes really well together. Same theme, same colors, totally unplanned. So I've got a little pastel set. I've got, okay, this book that I love so much, same color scheme. I think this would go cute in there somehow. And then look at these little doodahs. They match too. Really well, in fact. So, do something with that. Totally unplanned. And then this, which I started noticing earlier in the other video, I think, was all of this black and white stuff that I picked up with that same pattern on it. And look how well it all goes together. And you know, the little punch of red and those tags. But I totally didn't plan any of that either. Just ended up that way. So I'm like subconsciously, I have trouble with that word, as you can tell. So I in the back of my mind, I am making up these scrapbooking collections without really even knowing it, which is kind of neat because it just shows you that you can, you know, you don't have to buy expensive scrapbook collections where everything goes together on purpose. Or it's and it's, you know, I always say I don't really care much for matchy-matchy, things that go together, things bought in sets. I like to kind of mix and match and come up with my own because it's more fun. But look, goes perfect with those paints, you know, our little graffiti paints. And that, and then these little tags have the same kind of colors going on with these napkins, and then it all ties in together with this book, which looks great with these stickers. And then, see, and you know, if I had actually thought about any of this, it probably wouldn't have worked out. You know, it would have been a complete failure. But I think the fact that I didn't give it any thought at all was the only reason why it actually worked. And there's more. There's, I accidentally saw that these things go together. You know, this is that collage pack that I bought, which goes really well with these two scrapbook papers that I also bought separately. And all of that goes well with these two little notepads. This one has the, see the earth tones, the browns. This one outside doesn't match so much, but the inside certainly does. And then the little, see, just perfect. Just perfect. So, you can do something with that. And these, okay, remember the scrapbook kit thing? Okay, here's what came in the kit. It was all of these colors of papers. You can see those. You know, that whole color scheme. And then separately, I bought that one, which goes great, and that one. So, added 2 more papers to the whole thing. And then also found that these, this circus, or this funhouse stuff, it all goes with these colors too. So see, I can add all that to it, and I can get a handle on them, these tags. See if they go. So all of that ended up going together somehow. And then this one even has some too. This is the last one. This was all of these kind of tropical color. Well, look, it matches the Mediterranean whatever paper, which also ended up going with these napkins that I love so much. So, I accidentally made up, what, 5, 6 different collections. So that's exciting. But it just goes to show you that you can save a lot of money and still do what everyone else is doing. They're just paying a whole lot more for it, and they'll really never know. It'll be your little secret. Okay, that's all I have. The end.